everybody, Hectoplasm here, streaming live, and it's my birthday today, so just going to do a short stream. I'm trying to get caught up on a few tasks that are just laying out there unfinished, and one of them is the supply plans for Therapist. And so I'm hoping to run out to Woods, and to get over my gear fear, I'm just using found equipment that I've picked up off of other scavs or players. And I have been on the book tour for a while. I was up in Canada traveling around and got to speak at 10 different locations, and we sold about 80 books on this trip. So we're up to 350 copies, which is pretty exciting because an average hard copy book that's printed, it sells 250 copies. So it's kind of nice to have sold a little more than the average, and pretty excited about that. Got invited to go out to Toronto, Ontario, and so we're tentatively scheduling that. Second leg of the Canadian book tour for Toronto is going to be in August. Now it might end up being the third because there's some folks that have invited me up to Vancouver Island, Victoria, and the surrounding area. So just did my first live magic performance of the year last Monday. That was pretty awesome. There's about 50 people there, 30 kids and 20 adults. So that went pretty well. I was having some trouble with my Twitch. I'm not sure if it's streaming. It looks like it is. It's just the profile picture didn't show up right, so I don't know. Alright, so we are on the Woods map. I don't know the Woods map that well. I'm guessing that we're around the middle, somewhere near the Sniper Rock, and I've got to get down to the lumber mill, so I pretty much need to head that way. My concern is that there might be some scavs or other players up on the rock. Ah, okay. This is the cliff descent. Nice. Ah. Extraction, cliff descent. I need paracord in order to get out. So this is cliff descent. Mountain stash. Okay, so that's the bottom left of the map. So I pretty much need to extract out of here and head over to the right or east on the map. Here's some shooting off in the distance. This rock has been pretty helpful. There's usually a scav spawn up here. Just from what I remember. Lookout rock. Okay, campsite. Yeah, so there's usually a scav spawned by the campsite over here. According to this map. Ah, there's sometimes some up back there at the top of the rock, which I didn't see. Alright, now I'm not really sure. Turned around. Yeah. So, campsite. Looks like the logging lumber camp. turned around. Log piles. Yeah, I'm definitely turned around. Not really sure. Yep, look at that. Got all messed up. So that is the South VX. I gotta remember to be careful. Thought I heard somebody over here. I don't know if that's a scav or a player over there. But I have failed in that I've lost sight of them. I had them in my sights and then I lost them. So this is bad. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the tough guy objective. So I want to get in there and get that document, but I heard somebody yelling, so I want to find him and take him out is what I want to do. Where are they? Wow, there's lots of them shooting. Oh man. Ah, failed. I should have tossed the frag. Should have just started throwing frags. Don't do me any good. Okay, well, let's load up some more found equipment and just get back in there. Yeah, it's obvious I'm a little rusty, right, guys? Man. Fortunately, my good medical equipment. What I really should have done is after I got wounded is I should have gone into the cabin. I could have healed up there. I mean, they pretty much can only shoot in through the windows or the doors. It would have been a lot more defensible than just sitting out in the open. That was really dumb. There was a body there. I knew not to search the body. But, you know, for some reason, I just failed. Man, look at my health. Ouch. Alright, so we got meds and ammo. Seal all. Splints. We need some cheese. Right. Let's see, we got a couple of things here. Remember, I got that AK there. And we just want to make sure we get the right magazines, right? liquid. Yeah, might as well take a tea there. Okay. Sure, health is up. Looks like we need some food. Interesting. Yeah, so you don't get experience here, so we will take this into the game. Alrighty, back in. Heading back in there. Got to be a little smarter about that. I mean, I knew that I shouldn't have stayed out in the open, but why did I stay in the open? In real life, I wouldn't. In the game, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I got to get the loot. But the reality is, when there's 3 scabs around the lumber area, the sawmill, you need to take them all out. And if I would have focused on 1, 2, 3, got all the scabs, now let's be careful about players. And remember that the mission is get the folder, get the secure folder. What am I doing messing around with these guys? Even though they're shooting at me, I should have just gotten into the cabin, got that folder, and got out. So let's see if we can stay on task. We got barbecue ribs and broccoli cheese for dinner. That's what's going on in the real world, papers and paychecks. And I'm going to be hanging out with a couple of magicians from the International Brotherhood of Magicians tonight. So Get Started, Don't Quit, that's the book. And like I was saying earlier, we've sold 350 copies so far. Okay, this feels like we're over at the outskirts. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so upper right. I'm guessing we're near the east bunker or the east gate. It might be by 2 crates, I don't know. Okay, pickup truck's there. So, if I wanted to engage scabs, I would head down to the scab house. But really, the mission here is get that folder, right? And I don't mind building up my strength while I'm doing it. At a good scope, I could pop off that guy right there. Man, he moved fast. That must have been a lag issue. Wow, he looked like Speedy Gonzales. Woo! That was crazy. Did you see that? Speedy Gonzales, that was a cartoon character from when I was a kid. Might be dating myself. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to drink some water. reflex sight on the side, when I go to zoom, it automatically zooms in. I had learned before the wipe how to switch between the scope and the reflex sight. I don't remember how to do that. Close. Sounds like those guys are shooting it out by the little cabin over there. But again, I don't really care about fighting with these guys because I need to get over there. So, see if I can leave them alone. Okay, now there's a campsite, and I have another task where I need to find secure flash drives, and so far I've found them in this little campsite. So I'm going to see. No. All right. In the past, I've found scavs in this building. Hear lots of shooting on my left. So I'm hoping to avoid that conflict. Just see if I can engage some scavs. They happen to be here. This time take them all out. Holy mackerel. Oh, I didn't bring any frags with me. That was dumb. That guy's probably going to sneak up behind me and try to take me out. Oh. Came up against a squad. 3 guys. Oh, it was bad news. I should have gone down to the water, licked my wounds, let them pass. Alright. Well, maybe we'll make one more attempt. What do you think? We'll try. We'll see. I don't know if that was a squad of 3 or 4. Come on. go. Let's see, do I have another one? There we go. Which gun shall we use? All right. All right. Oh. Okay, I think we're ready to head right back in there. So for those of you just joining, we are working on the supply plans on woods, and I'm using found equipment. I'm insuring everything so that if I get killed by scavs and nobody picks up my gear, then I can at least get in there. And there's a chance of the insured items coming back. So the last round, I got taken out, I'm pretty sure, by a squad of PMCs. So I'm pretty sure they probably stripped me clean. But I'm using found gear, so a lot of my gear is not really worth them hauling. So they probably took my ammo, because I usually use pretty good ammo. But a lot of the stuff, you know, it's just whatever I could find. My mission really needs to be a little more sneaky. Maybe I should go at night. I don't know. There's not really much for you all to see if I go at night. I know the woods map pretty well, but nighttime might be a real challenge for me. I know Interchange I can do at night, and Customs I can do at night, and Factory I can do at night without lights. But woods, not quite ready for that. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're in the upper left by it's the old station. And I don't want to get engaged in combat. What I want to do is just sneak around if it's possible. I hear some shooting off in the distance. Yeah, I don't see any scav spawns on the map, but I have seen, personally, I've seen lots of scavs and gotten killed by and killed off a bunch of scavs around there. Of course, they might have been player scavs, I don't know. Oopski, he was talking about me, so that sounds like a scav. Now, if I could get up here. Yep, not seeing it. I don't want to pop out where he saw me. I want to go around to the other side of this rock. Oh. Wow, I totally failed that one. He must have been on my right. Just took me down. I guess I should have stayed to the left of the rock. Oh wow. Okay, guys. Well, I guess I failed, and I'm out of time. So we'll just call this supply plans failed, and we'll wrap it up for now. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna heal up my character later, and probably be doing a little grinding later tonight and tomorrow to try to get level up to 27 and just move on to 40. Because at this rate, I mean, I've been out of town so much, it's so rusty, I can't even really play this game right now. It's pretty pathetic. But I do still have a lot of found gear. I'll probably do a scav run into woods to, ouch. Yeah, so I'll let that naturally heal up on its own a little bit. But I have the Sega 9, got an AKM, another AK, an ADAR, and another AK, and an M14, M4A1. So we've got a couple of good bits here. Not quite ready to use the fancy armor yet, I don't think. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks. Let's see if I can repair that. That's better. Okay, well, I'm logging off for now. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. This is Ectoplasm streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. You can check out over almost 300 videos on our Escape from Tarkov playlist. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.